Hello, today is the anniversary of the birth in 1901 of Werner Heisenberg, who was really the father of quantum physics, what's been called the most successful scientific theory ever produced. But for many of us, Heisenberg will be a much more familiar name in connection with the Netflix series Breaking Bad. And one of the things that Heisenberg invented was the uncertainty principle, which I think is what made the name appeal to the authors of Breaking Bad, because that's all about uncertainty. But the uncertainty principle is basically that if you know for sure where something is, where a particle is, you cannot tell how fast it's moving. And if you can tell how fast something is moving, you cannot tell precisely where it is. This principle of uncertainty is expanded into all sorts of areas which are beyond me to understand, let alone explain. But the consequence of this theory, apparently, is that science is being looked at in completely different way, because normally we'd think that science was learning to understand why things are the way they are, how they're made up, and what they do, what they are and what they do. But the sciences that are following on in some areas from the uncertainty principle are much more concerned not with what a particle does or what it is, but how it interacts with other particles. That's the most important thing in this particular way of looking at science. And without going any further into it, which, as I say, is completely beyond me, it did strike me as very interesting that right at the very heart, perhaps, of the way in which our universe is structured is the importance of relationship. And I think if we look at our own lives, there is very little, if anything, more important to us than the relationships that have formed us, that have shaped us, that have surrounded us and continue to do so. Some of them have been harmful. They've affected the way we are. Some have been a bad example to us, and we've tried not to follow them. Some relationships have been wonderfully creative for us, some extraordinarily supportive, but each relationship has its own particular impact on us. But it's the accumulation of those impacts that has contributed to being who we are. Of course, there's a genetic part to our makeup, but so much of it is about what has influenced us, what has interacted with us over the course of the years of our life. And so today I just want to celebrate the way in which these relationships, the good ones anyway, have helped to form us in a way that's been for our benefit and for our joy and for our delight. And to celebrate particularly those ongoing relationships which continue to offer us support and encourage us in our enjoyment of life.